Alright, well, I wanted to take some time, I guess, tonight. I know it's been a while since I've done this. We're just going to do a review video. I'm going to go break down my watch list, what I'm looking at. I don't really have anything set up yet this week. I got a couple that might be interested or interesting as the week goes on. We'll have to kind of see what the market's doing. Rich won't be joining us tonight. He's on vacation. But without further ado, so the first one I got here is Stride, ticker LRN. We can see, basically, if you've looked at our channel before, this whole mess of lines here is the fans, the GAN fan strategy. So we're looking for stuff that's going to ride the GAN fan and trying to buy these things on momentum, right? The color blocks here, this is just the Fibonacci, gives you kind of idea of where it is. Usually if it's in this area, probably not great to buy. It's probably going to keep falling down. Up here is usually like kind of the top. We've already either made our money or there's not a lot more room to gain without it breaking out and going new highs, which it sometimes does. And it's kind of hard to see in the background here. We got the Ichimoku cloud, right? So we use the cloud, another momentum indicator. If it's above the cloud, usually it's going to keep going above the cloud. Below the cloud, usually keeps going below the cloud. When it's inside the cloud, it's going to have areas of uncertainty. So, it hasn't decided if it's going to be above or below. This black line here, as you're going to see in all the charts, is our 200-day exponential moving average, if my mouse will cooperate. So this is it right here. All right, so LRN on the watch list, not a great one that we're looking at right now. I think there's room definitely for it to grow, as we can see here. If we just do LRN inside, see there's 37%. This is the analyst estimate for a 12-month target price. That's something I always look at, just kind of see how much meat's on the bone, if you will. So I like this one, just not yet ready to buy. Now if it gets above this line here and then gets above the cloud, so if it happens to be anywhere here, I'd definitely be a little bit more interested. All right, next one we're looking at is a VLO. Now sometimes you may see this right here. So I bought VLO in the past. I think I made money on this one because I ended up selling it prematurely back on this day. Made a little bit of money. Ended up being a good decision to sell it early. As you can see, dipped into the cloud, went down, kept dropping. I thought it might respect this fan line, sure didn't, fell through it, kept on going. Looks like it bounced off the EMA, bounced off this other fan line. We're back up, and you can see where the bottom of the cloud here is showing some resistance, and now it's falling back down. Another one that not entirely looking at getting into anytime soon. 25% is the 12-month target average, so you can see that the high, the low, the median. Always look at the average, right? Like, yeah, it'd be great to get the high, the low. Sometimes, it's nice to look at, but the average is what I'm looking at. All right, VGR. Okay, here's another one that if we look back here, back when it did earnings, had a great run, 9% day that day. That would have been great to have been in it. And then we can see, as we discussed earlier, it really hit this line, this top here, and then just sort of fell back down. There were no fan lines in between here, just the way I set this one up, or how I interpreted the chart. So you can see that it just kept falling. It sort of rode this fan line down before it really broke through. Showed some resistance at the top of the cloud and then just fell right through it. Fell through it again, tried to come up, fell down. Sort of been riding the EMA right now. Something to keep an eye on. It might start riding this fan line up, but probably not even going to be interested until like end of April, early May on this one if we keep it. We can look here, VGR. 35% is the average price there for it, average gain. All right, ATKR, Adacor. All right, this one I've been in and out of a bunch last year. Again, we can see like it really bounced off the top of the 52-week high here, sort of fell back down. Found some resistance around the top of the cloud before it really broke through it. Tried to fight it back, bounced up, and it's falling back down below again. This one, I keep it here. It's interesting to me. Not really yet. There's 26%. Not really yet. At a point that I want to buy it, but I'll keep an eye on it. Some of these will stay on my watch list for a while. If it gets out here into May, and it's riding this line, and every month I reevaluate these charts and redraw them, based off my principles on how I do it. So maybe when I redraw the chart, it looks a little bit different, but for now, not really keeping an eye on it. Not really keeping it. VIST. Here's one that might go. So I've had a few in the past that break through the tops, right? And this is one that I think might. Why my mouse does not want to cooperate tonight. But we can see right now it's inside the clouds. So again, not looking to buy right now. If it does start riding above this cloud line, where it looks like it's got some resistance here, I might get into it, maybe. I do like to see it right where the fan line is, but maybe I take a chance. Look at 26%. All right, CPA. So CPA, if it weren't below the cloud, I'd be interested. So here's one you can see where it's popped through. So I bought into it back here, wrote it up, made some money. I got out, so I've kind of changed my exit strategy a little bit. I think my new exit strategy, I probably would have captured a little bit more of this, but either way, got out. I tried to get back in because I'm like, oh man, this thing's probably going to the moon. Lost some money here. So let's see, lost about 9%. So I made 5%, lost 9%. So not great, right? But I learned a little bit, all right? So it's below the cloud. Keeping my eye on it right now. But yeah, this is another one that probably not going to be interested until, late April. Might be interested in this one again. Sort of see how it goes. Wire is one I made a lot of money last year on Wire. This year, not so much. I lost a little bit here. It's doing okay. See how it goes. It's inside the cloud right now, so that's a little bit, cause for pause right there. Probably not going to jump on it. Let's see, Wire. I'll show you CPA also. So CPA, 41%. That's nice. Wire, I think Wire is a big one too. Wire is 47%. So keep an eye on it. TGLS. Okay, I like TGLS. I'd like it a lot better if it were here or here. So we're gonna keep watching this one. It is moving sideways right now. Sideways. You can see on Friday it dropped a lot and then sort of came back up, but it's still like right in the middle. So I would imagine it's probably gonna keep doing that until it picks a direction. So for me, I'm kind of like hanging loose. I don't like to get in if I'm not sure which direction. I mean, you're never sure which way they're gonna go, but this one right now, it's way too far from any fan to really identify what's going on. It's not really riding the cloud. There's just too many like question marks. 80 US, so this one had a good day, had a good day on Friday, still kind of well below the cloud here. So yeah, not really digging this one yet, and it might actually, so for me my threshold is 20% on the average to stay on my watch list, so I need it to go to here before I'd be interested in this area, which means it's probably going to be less than 20%. So this one's probably going to come off the watch list this week if it keeps this type of motion up, but for now it's there. We'll see what's going on. STRL, here's another one that, you know, in 2 weeks I might be interested in this one. You know, again, it's kind of moving sideways. I'd like to see what happens when it gets closer to the cloud, what it does. Yeah, still too far away from the fan line. It is interesting. 20%, so this one probably comes off the watch list. This coming week. FIX, another one that I'm really interested to see how it's moving sideways. So what does it do when it gets to the cloud? If it sort of respects it, then if it gets to, so that's 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, if it's like in this area, moving this way, might get into it. Right now, just not really feeling it. Again, another one that's probably coming off the watch list this week. Oh, it has to move. If it moves up at all, it's going to come off the watch list. MCHP is Microchip Technologies. I like this one right now. You can see I made a little bit of money at the beginning of the month with this one. Made about 6%. And was it 1, 2, 3, 4 trading days? We'll see what it does. And I took a risk here. I would not have normally bought this. I tried something new. It worked on this one, but that same thing I tried new did not work on 2 other ones. So I sort of abandoned this, and I'm really using these fans and how it is interacting with the cloud. So for this one, I definitely want to see it respect this fan line. And if it pops, so if it opens, it stays up tomorrow above the fan line, and then if it goes on Tuesday, if it's anywhere above this cloud, I'll probably buy it, and then with expecting it to respect this fan line. It might, after I buy it, it might drop back down into the cloud on Thursday and Friday. But as long as it stays above this fan, I think we'll be good. So this one, earliest I'd buy is Tuesday, and only if it's above this $81.60 area. So let's see if it's going to even be there for us on Tuesday. Yeah, 22, maybe. We'll see. See what it does. Because if it gets up to here, it's probably this is a 3% day. Yeah, so it might come off the watch list actually. Alright, so that's the watch list right now. I'll probably start doing these videos every Sunday, just do a weekly recap of what's going on. You can check out what I'm currently in. So here is a GPK. I bought into it. Tried something new on this one. I thought it was going to stay with the cloud here, or above this fan line. You definitely didn't. It dropped like a damn rock. We can see this started to consolidate here. It's still above the cloud. There's no other fan out here for it. There's really no resistance. The next support level was really the cloud down here, or this fan line down here. So it did pop above here. So we're expecting it to keep on running. If this thing gets back into the green, I'm probably going to sell it just to get out of it, even if I just break even. Right now we're down a little bit on it. See how it goes. CVCO, is doing okay. So this was one I took a risk on. Like I said with the other one that I showed you earlier. It's moving sideways, sort of fell, kind of moved sideways weirdly for a few days here. Had a great run. I thought it was going to stop out really because this day it dropped all the way here, came back up, and then the next day it opened way down here. I was like, yeah, it's done. But it didn't. Came all the way back. It just kept on going. Even popped up to here. So we will see. We're keeping an eye on this one, and I might, maybe, hopefully get out of this one this week, make a little bit of money. Lazy Boy. So Lazy Boy, when I bought into it, I bought based on my normal strategy of, okay, it fell, it came back up, respected this fan line. I said, all right, the next day it opens above the fan, we're getting in, and it did. I panicked a little bit. I didn't buy way up here, but I did buy kind of here. And then it sort of fell. It's gone up, down, so I don't know. This one's a little bit confusing to me. I really expected it to just ride this fan line up. That's not what happened. So it's gone up a little bit, down a lot. It's come bouncing off of the cloud, it looks like. So I'm expecting there's like a real steep incline here. So I'm expecting this week, which is Wednesday. If this thing's going to be good, that means that Wednesday it needs to be here at 29.79. If it's not there on Wednesday, then it's probably going to get stopped out because it's probably going to go into the cloud somewhere, start hitting resistance. You got resistance on this Fibonacci line here, this yellow line, and this negative fan line. So there's a lot of resistance right here in this area. So it's definitely got to be above both of these things, or we're going to have some problems. Might lose that one too. ADI is doing all right. Another one. I used my fan strategy here, so I saw it falling, respected it. I was like, okay, well the next day if it opens above it, I thought it'd be around here. That thing jumped way up. Panicked, bought it kind of high. Right, fell the very next day. Had a good run this day, and it's sort of been riding this fan line. But the good news is there's no real resistance anywhere in it. The next resistance is really this fan line. So we'll see. ADI is a good one. I think we'll make some money on that one. And then Mastercraft, I really thought I was going to lose this one on Friday. I was ready to lose it too. Not a great entry point, as we can see here. Probably should have bought it somewhere around here, but I didn't. I bought it over here, or actually no, but I did buy it over here. So not a bad entry, but just a weird one. Went way down, 5% loss day on that one on that day. And then of course we got this action. It's nice to see that the Bulls were trying to win a little bit on Friday. They definitely didn't get above the open, but they got almost back up to the bottom of the cloud. So we'll see what happens this week. It has to get into the cloud, or we're going to get stopped out for sure. So that's real quick, not a long video tonight. Just wanted to roll over kind of some of the things I've got and where we're headed, and sort of keep the channel moving along. So hopefully this is useful to some of you. If not, let me know if there's other things you'd rather see. Let me know about that too. All right, till next time.